इथे पण morning, and I'm very happy to be here with all of you. It's a very interesting program, I would say. Education policy. It is really a game changer for me. And having a collaboration between academia and industry is very important for the success of this education policy. When Sir approached me to be a speaker here, I was very happy to talk about it. And the topic within this team have selected is what is the contributions industry and academia can do for the success of the new education policy. By the way, I am not an expert on new education policy, or I am not studied in detail, but whatever is relevant from the education policy, I've been tracking about it, and from my organization, we are contributing our weight for this. So once again, thank you very much for inviting me for this session and interacting with academic community on this area. So what are we going to see is a couple of things where what are the striking aspects of new education policy, and when we say it's a game changer, how it is going to happen, how it is transformative, is launched or it is defined to bring about a huge transformation in the way education is happening and the way education should happen. How do we leverage it for benefit of the students, and the role academia can play, the educators, everyone, for the success of this new education policy, and at the same time, how industry should contribute or can contribute for its success. So these are a few of the aspects I will cover in my address. Before we get into any such new transformation or any major program, it's very essential to understand what is the context, why we are doing what we are doing. That is very important, because in the absence of a context, we may do something and we may feel that, oh, we are on the right track, but actual expectation, actual context, if it is different, our actions and the results coming out of our actions may not be in line with what is expected. So from that perspective, knowing the context is very important. And for me, the context for new education policy is the future. Context is not just merely education. Context is not just to change the syllabus. Context is how do we create the future for our country, future for our children, and ultimately how academia and industry can benefit out of this. So these are the few important aspects which we need to consider, that future which we as the educators, we are creating for our next generation. What we do as a teacher, as a faculty, as educators is certainly for the benefit of the students. So what are we going to do for our next generation? And of course, what are we going to do for our nation? The context for the future of our nation is very important. That's the underlying principle with which we all should be working. And the global perspective is what is the context, or what is the future we are creating for our universe. And we are all aware that during last century, we really played a havoc with the universe, and now we are seeing the trends which may lead to disaster. So we still have time to reverse the trend and how do we contribute ourselves in creation of that universe where everybody would be happy to stay. Context is also India's future. Whatever we do as India, whatever we do as Indian universities, has to be in the context of India's region. And some of the key highlights which the government is talking about, our honorable Prime Minister is also talking about, is India becoming a $5 trillion economy by 2025. So just another 2 years, we have to do a leapfrog into this. Prime Minister has given a vision that India would become a developed nation by 2047. And this is very, very important for every constituent of India to be with the vision and contribute for the realization of this vision. And then, of course, our Prime Minister is always talking about being a visual ruler. Traditionally, last 40, 50 years or 60, 70 years, unfortunately, our education system or the mindset we have, and I'm not blaming any education system per se, but the mindset we have is we want to go to US, we want to go to Europe to learn something new, and we want to have something from there, and then everybody aspires that okay, after my graduation, I will go do my post graduation or masters from the foreign university. Now, the context we are discussing about is why we have to be dependent on outside world. How can we have such a great knowledge, great human force? How we can become a contributor to the rest of the humans? And that's the because of being the visual in the knowledge only. And of course, today when we stand, we are the we are we are running the G20 presidency, and there are multiple tracks in which G20 related initiatives we are driving for top 20 nations in the universe. So this is the context with which I would urge all of us to look at new education policy, look at the education, look at the future we want to create for our nation, for our students. So in this, with this context of the future, what are the key drivers which are going to drive this future? And if we look at some of the key drivers are industry renaissance, which traditionally we have been calling industry 4.0. What are the industry mega trends? Because what we do as the education system need to be aligned with the industry trends, where the industry is going. We need to be alignment with where the students will find their career, either as an employee or employer. But this trend is absolutely essential for us when we define our curriculum, when we define our transformation in the education system. And then today's word, sustainability is the most important topic which we need to be worried about. And how do we navigate through the challenges which we face? And for this, industry and academia need to work hand in hand. So these are a few of the drivers which will define, are we going to deliver the future, or are we going to create the future which we envision for us and for the country? What is the role or what is the contribution government is doing in this? And government has taken a lot of progressive steps, lot of steps which will trigger not only the movement but the motivation. It is for energizing the entire ecosystem within the country. Now, Government has already launched self-reliant India program. Government is strongly encouraging startup ecosystem, and today we are third largest startup ecosystem in the world. We have been having many unicorns coming up every month, and that is one perspective with which students also need to see how they want to have their future. Additionally, when I passed out way back in 1980s, the only thing was as a mechanical engineer, be a employee. Join some organization and be a employee. Very few of us, my classmates started their own, but largely it was driven by being an employee. Now that is not the case. I am very happy we have a incubation center started in your university under Dr. Bhatti's leadership. It will give a entirely different perspective for the students to look at their future. $5 trillion economy, it's a big thing and provides huge opportunities for everyone who would be part of next 25 years journey. We want to be a developed nation by 2047. So these are not the slogans which government or our prime minister is looking at. These are the things we need to inculcate inside us, internalize inside us, and each of us, as a education, as a industry, as a government, we have to see how each of us contribute into this dream. And I feel new education policy is designed to achieve this. New education policy is not brought about just to merely make a change in the curriculum, not merely change in the syllabus, not merely change into the way the degrees could be offered, but it is designed to bring about this huge transformation and realization of the dream which our nation is having with us. So this is the context I urge all of us to look into it, and whatever you do, work with this context. Now, when I talked about certain key drivers, let me elaborate a little more on this, and then I would like to bring about how academia is connected with each of these key drivers. We all know about Industry 4.0. We have seen the industry revolutions. I'm sure each of you know what is Industrial Revolution 1, 2, 3, and 4, and what is happening in Industry Revolution 4. Just to summarize, the first industrial revolution brought about the machines into humans' life. Till then, everybody was doing the work by their own hand. With the machines, certain things got changed, certain things got easy. Then came the revolution where the entire assembly line concept, factory concept came in, and we saw a huge setup of factories producing millions of cars and aircrafts and even the small items in the mechanized way. The third industrial revolution brought in the automation. When we want to produce millions of such products, you need automation, you need it to be more efficient. And that was the third industrial revolution where the robotics and all of these came in. The fourth industrial revolution is everybody aligns it with the IoTs. But for me, the fourth industrial revolution is machine talking to each other and not the human beings talking to each other. And that's the industrial revolution. Now, why it is important for us to know about this? It is not just merely a topic to be taught in the syllabus, but with each and every industrial revolution, what has impacted is that it is absolutely essential that we need to learn new skills. Whatever skills before any industrial revolution happened, everybody has to work by his own hand. Those skills are no more relevant now. So with each industrial revolution, need for new skills is there. Need of mindset change is there. How I look at everything needs to be changed. And accordingly, the career outlook is also changing. Probably when I graduated out in 1980s, joining a company and doing certain things was like a dream. But now today, that's not a dream for this generation of students. So what is the kind of a career aspiration this generation of students have? And how these career aspirations we can link with the country's vision for next 25 years. That is very, very essential. And as a science, engineering, technology, education institute like yours, we need to be cognizant of this change and we need to be the facilitator of this. If we internalize all of this and accordingly change our syllabus, accordingly change the way we deliver the new skills in the context in which they will be using it, that will benefit the student. So this is the link of the industry revolution. The industry mega trends which are in good bearing in every sector of the life. What are the three mega trends we see? One is the innovation at which, or the pace at which the innovation is happening. Every month, every quarter, there is a new technology coming up, new developments are happening. And with these the changes in the technology or these innovations in the technology, industries are immediately catching up on that. They don't wait another 10 years, 50 years. Say that, okay, let me see how the technology works, let the technology mature. And then I will adopt, by that time, that industry will be closed down. So industry is very fast in adopting this technology. Within 1 or 2 years, all the industries get into it if they have to survive. What is happening with the academia? Are we at that level? We are 10 years, 15 years behind the technology. And then if we wake up and we start saying that, okay, we need to change the curriculum, we need to change certain things. By the time we bring all of these into curriculum and the student graduate after 4 years, the technology has moved forward. So what we deliver even with these changes is not becoming relevant to the industry, is not becoming relevant to the student, is not helping anyone. Uh, Sorry for the harsh statement, but that's what industry is talking about. When we go and talk to any core engineering industry, this is what they talk about it. So, what is really required is that when the technology has moved, the industry has adopted, can academia also adopt that technology at the same time? And can we start offering the courses at the same time when the industry has adopted these technologies? So that is the context for the pace of change of technology. The second context is the skills expectation. Now today everybody wants everything to be a smart device. We want smartphone, we want smart watches. Whatever we use, we need to be smart. Now if we want smart devices, industry needs smart engineers. Industry will not be able to deliver smart devices with the 40 years old engineering graduate. Industry needs smart engineers. What is meant by smart? Smart's definition is multidisciplinary, multifunctional. You take any product today, the mobile phone which we use now, it's less of a phone and more of camera, more of a communication device available in our pocket. And all of this to be packed in a small space, it needs a different level of the skill set. It needs multiple skills to be known to design such device and manufacture such device. So today's engineers or the graduates need to have multidisciplinary skills. It's not enough that I am a mechanical engineer, I am a civil engineer, I am an IT engineer. Even an IT engineer, all of you, most of you are from IT and computer science stream. If you say that, oh, I will teach only programming and nothing else, probably the student will not benefit out of it. You need to also teach mechanical engineering, civil engineering about those aspects. And the third context is the pedagogical approach. The way students want to learn today is very, very different than the way when I was a student. We were okay to sit in the classroom for 8 hours, no issues. Today, you would have observed that within 15 minutes, the student is restless. They don't want to listen to us beyond 15 minutes. Okay? They want to learn online. They want to learn in a collaboration. They want to learn kind of a Facebook kind of a interface. So this is what also we need to think about it when we want to change the way we are going to do the teaching process. So these are the three important mega trends which are going to impact how we think about the change. The next one is the commitment to the sustainability. Now, it's not just the government's job, it's not just the industry's job, but it is also a job of academic institute to sensitize each and every student on the sustainability aspect and then bring in those topics into the curriculum so that they become sensitive about it and they become uh, thinking about it. And I'm very happy many of the colleges whom I visit, the universities like that, they have brought this aspect. Some of the colleges are sending their students 1 month to stay in the villages, and they say that don't go and stay in the hotels or this. Go and stay in the farmer's house for 1 month, so that you realize what challenges they face, and then you think about it. How do I solve these challenges when I'm becoming a leader? So this is very very important, and the most important aspect we are just getting out of the biggest disaster or this biggest challenge in the century, the pandemic, corona effect. Now we cannot get bogged down with any of these things. It will keep on coming forward. But we need to learn how to leapfrog over it and uh, navigate through the challenges. So with this, I request all of you, whatever work you do as a adoption of new education policy in your institutes, in your own departments, think of these contexts, and that will probably make a big change, see the outcome what we want to achieve. Now, what are the striking aspects of new education policy? And again, since this workshop has started yesterday, I'm sure all of the speakers would have covered these topics already. Just to summarize, new education policy expects the student to be a all-round student, not just knowing certain things. The new education policy expects that 360-degree development of the student should happen. Secondly, new education policy is designed to meet the aspiration of young people. It is designed to meet the aspiration of youths. And that is where the talk of multiple entries, multiple exits is there. The talk of giving different kind of a degrees if they complete certain duration in the college, they get certain degree, if they want to go out, experience the industry, come back after some time, then continue their journey. So that flexibility in your education policy is providing. It is promoting entrepreneurial mindsets. It is very, very specifically talking about that education should be with a hands-on activity. Education should be project-based learning. And that is what will trigger them to start even thinking about entrepreneurship. It is forward-looking. It is helping the students to be future ready. That is the ethos of new education policy. How do we help our students to be ready for the future? It is easy to say that today we don't know what are the skills required after 5 years. And if we make this statement in front of the students, they are completely confused. Then what I am going to do 4 years? If I learn something in 4 years, I am devoting 4 years of my most productive life. And you are telling me after 5th year these skills are not required. Then why I am studying what I am studying now? Okay, and that is where we have to bring about that we are not teaching you certain skills which are required today or yesterday. We are teaching you the skills which are required in future. And if that confidence if we are able to give to our students, they will be more aligned with us, and then they will be real contributor to this journey as well. New education policy aims, as I said, making India the future. Instead of we aspiring to go outside and learn from them, why can't we teach them what we know well? And I'm very happy to say, as a Law Foundation, we are launching a very big program. I will touch base upon it, where our students are no more going to European countries or US countries. Their students will start coming to us for a higher education. And that's the program we have launched just recently. So, who are the important stakeholders of the new education policy? And these are the important stakeholders for our new education policy. The academia ecosystem, which comprises of the universities, the colleges, the institutes, the schools, the educationists, the thought leaders in the education area, the faculties, teachers, professors, and the entire ecosystem. They are part of academia ecosystem. The industries as the main consumers of what we do as an educational institute. They are the biggest consumers of your output. Okay, so they need to be equally concerned that how you are implementing your education policy. They cannot be standing away and saying that okay, let me wait for another 4 years and then start giving you a label that you are not up to the mark. Okay, they need to jump into the action right away. Okay, contribute for the transformation. Be the equal partners and not saying that okay, I will see the fun from a distance and then I will start criticizing you. Okay, so that's what I feel the real importance industry has today. Government's job is defining and supporting certain transformations, certain policies government can define, but government cannot take the responsibility of the implementation of the policy. Government has designed a policy, defined a policy for education. It's a responsibility of academic institutes or universities to implement that policy. And then government is always be there to encourage such implementation. Whatever hurdles you may face, they will try to remove those hurdles and refine fine tuning. It is not something done now in 2020 and now we will wake up in 2017. No, it's going to be a continuous refinement process. And at the heart of everything, the core of new education policy is of course our students, the learners, and our teachers. So these are the important stakeholders for the education policy, and each of these stakeholders have to play their role for the success of new education policy. So at the core of everything of new education policy is future of India, developing creators of self-reliant India. आत्मनिर्भर भारत किसको बनाना है, not the government. Of course, government is doing all what is necessary, but next 25 years is shaped or designed by the students who are studying with you right now. They are going to be the implementers or creators of Atmanirbhar Bharat. So with that, let us start looking at some of the important aspects of education policy. I put out this page from the policy document which I found out, and some of the important aspects I have highlighted related to the higher education where we all are connected. And I will focus upon a few of these in my session now. So key aspects with higher education in mind, what are those? One is the skill-based education. No more we want to give theoretical input. Okay, like what we received when we were in the colleges. Teacher comes and talks about 40 minutes, 50 minutes monotonously and goes away. Now it is more of a skill based. Can I do certain things by my own hand? Promote critical thinking, creativity, problem solving skills. Because that is very, very important when you want to be a successful entrepreneur or want to be a successful employee as well. It has to be multidisciplinary, multi-mode approach. Because remember, each of us want a smart product, and smart product cannot be designed by vanilla engineers. Smart product needs smart engineers to design it. Flexibility. It is providing huge flexibility. I'm really very happy the kind of a flexibility it has given. Of course, there is the apprehension that how does it work, how do we implement, but giving or having this flexibility gives us a lot of freedom as an educationalist. Okay, and that's what we need to look at. Expects industry and academia to work together. It is not designed for only academia to implement or only academia to worry about. So it is expected that industry and academia will work hand in hand. And then it is motivating, energizing, and then creation of capable faculties, creation of a capable professors is very, very essential, and that is what the new education policy also has stated in its charter that teachers should be the main contributors for the implementation of this education policy. So, as a teacher, I also need to be in line with the technology changes which are happening. During my days, I remember many of my professors, they used to come with their own notes, and when they created those notes, the pages were white, and when they were teaching us, the pages had turned yellow. Because last 30 years, technology never changed, and their note taken 30 years before was still valid, and that is where they were teaching. It's no more the thing today. Today, you don't find many of the things in the textbook also, and you need to teach those. So, how do we acquire that knowledge? How do we acquire those skills as a teacher? Now, from the industry perspective, what is important in the new education policy? Again, they expect skill-based training, and that's what they have been talking about. That oh, your engineer when they join us, we have to give so much of a training, 6 months, 8 months, 9 months before they really become productive. And they are not saying that I will teach them thermodynamics, I will teach them C++ programming and all of this. They are saying that how do I implement what I learned, and that's one of the missing link in our education system that we are probably not emphasizing that you have to go and implement what you've done, and that's what the skill-based education is. The way learning and assessment would be structured. When we say that the learning or the skills should be, or it is a skill-based education, is our assessment is also tailored to check skill-based education? Are we having a question paper which still expects or checks how strong the memory student has? Okay, and not how he is able to implement certain things by his own hand. And that's the kind of a change in the assessment is also necessary. Mugging up was the way 30 years, 40 years before, but no more. We don't need mugging up. There's a lot of online information is available. And that is where the overbook tests and tests and all of these will encourage. Okay, practical oriented emphasis, understanding and not learning. Is he able to implement what he has done? That is what we need to also assess for assessment mechanism. Credit plan. One of the biggest benefit of the new education policy is that the student can acquire credit. It gives the flexibility to the universities also to say that we will do a credit sharing. That my student going to another university for one semester, he gets 3 credits. I'm going to include those credits in his credit plan, irrespective of whether he has studied in my college or no. Okay, so that's another important aspect of it. The flexibility we have talked about, flexibility of choosing the subjects. Now we are giving range of subjects to the students to choose from his interest, his passion, what he wants to become. Okay, the degree structure is going to change. If you do 2 years in the bachelor's engineering, you get certain degrees. If you do third year, you get diploma. And if you complete 4 years, you get the bachelor's degree. So the degree structure is also changing. Is flexible. Time to complete. If student says that okay, I joined the education, I did my 2 years, then I realized that I need to do something else. I need to learn certain things going through the industry. I will work in the industry and then see what industry does. And I will come back to you again after 1 year or 2 years. Now I know these are the skills industry is needing. Now I want to come back to the educational institute and say that I want to learn these skills from you. So it is not that you have to complete your bachelor's in 4 years. It is giving us flexibility that if student wants to complete his bachelor's in 8 years, we will allow it. Okay, and that is where some of the adoptions, some of the process changes we as the institute may help. And that is what the multiple what is impressing aspect from me, what I like most, again, some of the topics are repeating. Encouraging skill-based, skill-focused, practical-oriented learning. Assessment is expected to be based on ability to apply for concept. Again, a little hard statement from the industry point of view, and I interact with many universities, and I really get appalled when each institute says that we have 100% passing the record. All students pass. Then the question I have is, have you assessed your question paper? If every student, even if he has not attended the college, if he has not given attention to what you have been teaching, if he is able to pass very easily and still score 90% marks, there's nothing wrong with the student, there's something wrong with our pressure system. So are we willing to look at it? Are we willing to take that hard decision that okay, even 4 students fail, I am failing them not for today and helping them that in future they will not fail. If I don't fail now and say that you are qualified engineer and he joins the industry and within 1 year he has been asked by the industry, that's the biggest deadline to the student than saying that okay, I have not understood these four subjects, let me study it again. Okay, it's a forward looking, learners need to be future ready and we expect quality and not the quantity. Every educational institute is talking about so much of intake and so many students pass out every year and all of this. Can we start focusing on the quality also? So many percentages of our students have achieved these rankings. Okay. So what you as a professor, what you as an educator, what you as a teacher can contribute for the success of this new education. So first of all, teachers need to adopt the new technology. If we adopt the new technology, then only we will be comfortable in teaching that technology to the students. Otherwise, there is a big disconnect between what we are teaching and what student is understanding. Okay, catch up with the pace at which industry is moving. Be aware where industry is going. You need to be connected with one industry, whether it is a small industry, big industry, it doesn't matter. But if you are teaching a subject, get aligned with the industry who uses those skills and see what is happening in that industry. Okay, and then bring it that knowledge, that information into your teaching process. Use new technology. We always talk about having AI and machine learning in our curriculum. In mechanical engineering department, we talk about we want to teach artificial reality, mixed reality, virtual reality. My question is, it's good to teach these technologies. Why not we adopt that technology in our teaching? Can I use AR, VR to teach a very, very complex mechanical engineering concept, which is very difficult to visualize on a textbook? Can I create a AR, VR experience on this and tell students that put on your gadgets, step into a complex turbine and see how turbine works from inside? If it is the electrical department, oh, this is how the electrical motor works. These are the windings, these are the things, these are the poles and all of this. And then say, okay, now I change or you change the windings and realize what is going to happen. Okay. So bring this into your teaching process and see it will have a remarkable impact on the student. And same would be the case for AI, machine learning, data sciences, and all of this. Are we using that to create our content? Okay, and that's what I would request you to look into. Assessment mechanism, I have talked about. Develop a strong industry collaboration and expect or define the highest quality standards in the education, and that is where the student will most benefit. Be the change agent for the change or the transformation we want to take. Now, from the industry perspective, how industry can contribute to the NEP's success. And whenever I go and interact with the industry, I request them that please help academia to bring new technology in the curriculum. They have no knowledge. You have the knowledge, you have adopted new technology in your business. Can you help academia to create the curriculum? Can you help academia to create the content on that new technology so that they can include it in their curriculum? They start teaching those new technology at the same time when you are adopting new technology in your business. That is the most important contribution the industry can do. And from the foundation side, we have already initiated that action and I will cover those specific things. Thank you. Okay, we are requesting industry that accept students who come out of education after 2 years, saying that I want to get the feel of the industry and then I want to go back to the education again. If industry don't take them where they will get that fee, where they will get that experience. So it is industry also need to support this multiple entry, multiple exit mechanism. Help in inducting students. Now new education policy allows you to teach engineering subjects in the local language. Now if somebody does that, please recruit them. You say no, I will recruit only those who have done engineering using English. Then again we are just on those students. Support student entrepreneurship and have entrepreneurship cell here to support that from the industry side and academia side. So as I said, at the core of new education policy is the future of India, and it is our responsibility to make it successful and deliver its intended outcome. It's not government, it's not the policymakers who have this, and me who have this responsibility. And industry, academia, professors, students all have played their role with true spirit to make it. So students also have to play their role in this journey. So with this, I want to now quickly tell you that okay, you will say यहाँ के बड़ा ज्ञान देते हो आपने क्या किया है, okay, and that is what I would like to take you through. Very quick, not in detail. We do so many things, but I'm leading the foundation which the System has set up in India. It's La Foundation System. And the System, I hope many of you know, it's a global company with 24,000 employees world over. And we have a R&D center of the System right here in 10 kilometers distance from your institute in Hinjewadi, where 3,700 engineers are developing cutting edge technologies. We have our R&D center here. Those of you who are from mechanical or in the core branches have heard the names of the softwares like Katia, SolidWorks, Simolia, all these softwares get developed right here. We develop softwares for engineering applications. We develop softwares for scientific applications. We develop softwares for technology applications. And I'm very happy to say that the vaccines which we could develop globally within 1 year, 2 years, 70% of those vaccines were first simulated using our software in the simulated environment. And when they got the result, then they took these vaccines to the laboratory to make it. And that's the contribution what we are doing to the society. So our foundation, the System has set up this foundation. We have foundation in Europe, in US, and we started in India in 2017. The charter for our foundation is transformation of education and heritage. And being a scientific technology company, we focus education aspect in science technology domain. And we are doing a lot of interesting work. So this is a quick glimpse of our journey since we started in 2017 November. We started first our program in Pune city with 2 projects, and one of the projects was led by Dr. Bakri when he was in the PCCU at that time. So this is where we started. Today in 2022, we have our programs running in 31 states and union territories of India. We are connected with almost 350 plus engineering colleges in India, 100 plus schools connected with almost 16,000 academia contacts, the researchers, the students, the professors, teachers, everybody. We have been supporting transformational social impact research projects in the education system, in the colleges. And today, as we stand, almost 80 plus such very interesting research programs which our foundation is funding, which are happening not in the research laboratories, not just in IITs and NITs. These are happening in tier 2, tier 3 city colleges. Some of the colleges are located in the village. There is a college, there's some residential area, and that's it. There's nothing else in that village. And such villages have so much talent, so much passionate professors, and we identify the topics on which they are working, and then we are supporting their research topics through funding, through technology, mentoring, and support. Uh, we have three flagship programs or a couple of them, completely designed to help workforce of the future development. We are strongly connected with Adult Innovation Mission of NITI Aayog, and some of the programs which we do are jointly run with them. In fact, one of the programs which we launched, which is there on the slide, is the program for the schools. We implemented this in the first year. The Innovation Mission came to know about it, and they approached us saying that why don't we work together and take this program at the next level. So very strong connection with the Adult Innovation Mission. Last 4 years continuously we are receiving best CSR impact awards from the Indo-French Chamber of Commerce, CSR institutes. So that's our 5 years journey. Now coming to today's topic, what are we doing which is connected with the new education policy and to contribute what I said before in my speech. So these are a few flagship programs. The first one on the left is the Seed the Future Entrepreneurs program. We are running this program for the school students who are in the 8th, 9th, 10th grade. We have selected 100 schools across 31 states of India. Each selected school selects 6 students and 1 professor. They work as a startup in the school for 8 months, and the objective given to them is that as a startup, they have to identify a green product. They have to design this green product using pretty digital technologies. They have to manufacture this green product. And not only that, as a startup, they have to create a marketing campaign and pricing strategy of their product. And when we call them for the finals, for the assessments, we have the jury members coming from the industry, from the academia, from the government. And we were amazed with the work these guys have done. 8, 9, 10 grade students. Amazing work. I will links of the video. The next program is for the engineering students, the Connect Next program. Here we are bringing the industry-defined problem statement, and we have created a library of such problem statements which are in line with their today's domain, today's technology, and these are the real-life problem statements. These library of projects are shared with the colleges with whom we are connected, and they choose 1 or 2 teams who will pick up these projects. So they get to work on the industry problem statement, and the industry expert who has designed or defined this problem statement of the project idea, he is available to this team for mentoring for the entire semester. So we request that give 3 hours every month and be with the team, review their work, give them input. If they are on the wrong path, do the course correction and all of this. So they get an industry mentoring as part of this program. And from National Asia's side, for every such project team, we assign our technology expert as a technology mentor. So the student get to work on the industry problem statement, they get a mentoring from the industry expert, they get a mentoring from the technology expert. And at the end of their semester, when they complete their project, we do an exhibition of these projects and we invite all the industry to come and see. This gives the opportunity for the industries to spot the talent to all of this, and then they can recruit them, give them internship or whatever, and opportunity for the colleges and the students to have industry defined real life problem statement as part of their curriculum. The next one is innovative learning content. We are encouraging academia to create learning content or the courses which are for the emerging technologies. We don't want to support the code on C++ programming. It is already there. Okay. For example, in mechanical engineering, we want to support a program which will say that how do I apply engineering knowledge for designing a medical devices? How do I have hydrogen-based cars design? So such emerging technology topics we support. When we say as a foundation we support, we are ready to fund the professor or the college to create that course. And we expect you to work with the industry expert. It has to be done either by the industry professional or by the college in collaboration with the industry expert. Because as a professor, if we create a course, we will be again creating a theoretical course. Again, industry will reject such a course. Okay, so we want to have industry participation into this. And that is where we contribute that. When I said that the technology is coming up, industry is lacking on this, how do I create environment or a platform that academia also leverages on this at the same time and start introducing that technology in the curriculum. That is the contribution we are doing from our foundation side. The next one here, as I talked about, to become a Vishwa Guru, we need to invite students, we need to motivate students, we need to excite students from Europe and US to come to India to learn. And I'm very happy we have launched a program. We started discussion almost last 1.5 years back, but now 4 students from French University are going to come to India for 3 months internship, starting from mid of February. And they are coming here not to learn what is there. They are coming here to learn what is not there, what is not taught in the French University, but it is taught in India. And we offered 3 such technology courses. They have selected the first one, which we want to pilot this year, and French University has said, and the French Embassy, we are very closely connected with them. They say with this pilot, next year we will make it big. So we want those students to start coming here for the internship for learning for higher education. The middle one is at the bottom is the research programs which we are supporting in the academia. Again, funding for the research project, technology mentoring from our side, any help they need to make that research fructify, we are there to help them. And today, 80 such research programs which are happening in the country, supported by us. And this one, Aspira, fulfilling her aspiration to education, is the program we have launched dedicated for the girl students who have a potential, who have great academics, but because of the family background, who are not able to afford their education. So we are supporting them through their fees and scholarships and hostels and all of these expenses. And for engineering students, we are committing them that we will support your entire 4 year journey in the education to our support. And not only that, we are also involving them into the training programs which we give to our employees, so that they get trained on the technology on which we are working. So this is the contribution in a way we are doing for the education ecosystem. And these are the aspects of new education policy which are getting addressed by each of them. So whatever aspects I talked about in my earlier slides, all of these aspects are getting covered here. And many of these programs has a strong industry connection. We are not doing it in isolation. We have We are getting the industry being part of the program. So, just one slide, I will not go detailed into it, but we talked about the pace at which innovation is happening and the complex nature of the skills requirement and how we are supporting academia to create those courses and learning content for curriculum. And this is a brief about this. We are expecting such curriculum to be not theory driven, but practical driven. Maybe 20% on theory and 70-80% on the actual learning on the software, simulations, static analysis, and doing some work in the laboratories. And each of these courses need to be uh, in collaboration with the concerned domain expert from the industry. It cannot be in isolation with the industry. And such course development is why we are funding it from our side. Uh, we are making that course once it is ready available to all universities in India free of cost. So you can pick up the course and implement it and start doing it. Hopefully by next 2-3 months, the first batch of such courses would be ready, and I'll be happy to share. These are some of the courses which we have taken up to develop, and the interesting work which is happening. Now, this is what we are, how La Foundation is supporting academia, support for the research projects, innovation, learning, student talent readiness, their employability challenges, and facilitating industry academia collaboration. So let me close my session by showing uh, quick videos. I hope you will be able to listen the audio of this. We did this video in January 2022, last year, but it comes back. Next video I'm going to show is a video from the Field of Future Entrepreneur program which we are running for the school students and see what the students have done. This was last year's team. I'm showing for the interesting work they have done. Amplifiers. So this team they designed a tiny drone taking inspiration from a mosquito to help villagers if they want to give their blood for blood testing. There are no labs, they can't go there. So the idea they thought of can a tiny drone go to the person, take the blood sample and deliver the blood at the they did it 8, 9 times the students. They designed it using 3D design software. They implemented all the parts what we saw there. They demonstrated how it works. And industry, if you remember, where this and just to add on this, one of the reviewer asked this student that is it really ethical? How this drone will find where is the where it has to pierce and all. The answer she gave in a fraction of a second, and I've given you the idea. Now, as an engineer, your job to find this solution. You never thought about this idea, and I'm giving you the idea. Okay, so just to summarize, the incredible story of India has started. Okay, let's be an integral part in scripting this story. Let us not be a spectator standing several feet away and say that okay, this was this will work, be part of it. And the story is making India a developed country by 2046, 30, for all of us. And joint ecosystem of industry and academia has to play significant role for the realization of this game. And new education policy gives you the platform to all of this. It's a you are creating the foundation, you are creating the basic for this to happen using new education policy. So all the hurdles, all the constraints, all the rigidity in the system is eliminated by the education policy. So it's an open space for you to design. And let's actively contribute to it. So that's all. Thank you very much for patient. I open it. There are any questions, comments, time comments.
Sir, very nice initiatives. Thank you very much, sir. We were not aware about this, the sort initiatives. Suppose, how do we start with this connect next?
I've been sharing each and every communication, whatever we do.
Can we have sessions here?
Yeah,
About like Aspira scholarship?
we'll do it, we want to do it in state. There are 3,500 plus colleges in India. We may not be able
Can we
to.
have sessions here?
Yeah, we will see, we'll make sure some or the other programs, you are part of it.
And one more I would like to ask about content development, which you are supporting. So do we need to come there at your studio or how?
No, you need to, first of all, create a proposal that this is the technology for which we are going to create a content. And we'll see that it's really a emerging technology. There's something new in it. How you want to create it. Who is your industry expert who is going to make a key part of that development. And then we have a global selection committee. They assess, but definitely I can guide you on.
Some of our activities are doing content development for IIT Mumbai also.
But say again, the only caveat is you want futuristic content, not today's content.
Thank you.
One topic I made because many of you are computer science professors. You know the domain much more than me. But one area of very interest being a mechanical engineer. We are talking about the drones and swarm of drones and all of this. I always wonder that the way we have operating system for our computers, operating system for our mobile phones, we need to have operating system for the drones. For the drones to communicate with each other. So if you come with a proposal that we will create an operating system for the drones to communicate with each other without any human intervention. And this entire framework, the way it is available for iOS and Android, and all these operating systems are there, Linux is there. If you want to do it as a mechanical engineer, this is one area I feel you can contribute computer science or IT side. But there may be multiple topics which you know much better than me. So you can think of those and definitely will be open.
One more I would like to ask. Is there any criteria whether first year students or second year students will be from engineering or only final year or third year, like that?
No, we have programs for various age groups, various levels of their studies.
Okay.
So Connect Next is since they have to work on the project for 6 months as part of their curriculum. Largely they are the 4th year students. Because in the last semester they have to work with it.
No, but we have started from second year onwards only.
Yeah, so we will see there are some other programs which we are working with IBM cover. We will definitely go a little more.
We are offering complete 6 months internship, industry internship. Mostly now computer engineering students, 95% students are in industry now.
Yeah.
Started from January 15th. So third year student, we have started project in third year.
No, there are a few other programs which we are offering.
This autonomy or first batch, we have completed their academic project in 7th semester. But as our one batch is passing out now, and we are going to revise the curriculum from 23-24. So what we are planning, they should start their project in third year first semester, and they are going to finish in third year second semester. Like
so we are open as long as college is allowing that. Because the students will need time because these are industry problems. It is not just like make a website or something.
real life.
Yeah, it's a really involved and that much time we should be able to use them. Otherwise, they will not be able to complete. But we are open, we are flexible, we can.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Very nice initiative.
Thank you.
Sir, thank you very much for your nice presentation and discussion about ADP 2020. Contribution expected from the teachers and the faculty and what industry wants to be support for this ADP 2020. And not only that is multi-skill and a skill development program is expected. As a paper of the examination of this assessment is most important. And If there is no assessment, there is no meaning of the particular course. Space that in the audit course, they are proposing a different audit course, but the students are not taking very serious for that audit course because there is no grades, no assessment. And the presentation and assessment is there in the different methods. So can you develop some techniques, methods that we are supposed to have in our curriculum? And that will be the 360-degree assessment methods will be available for the same 2020. We are also waiting for the UP syllabus. The academic started in 2019, and the first batch of the academic is going to get ordering this degree about academic in the 2022. And we are looking for the revised syllabus of the second cycle of academic. And with your help, with your guidance, we can apply for the assessment methods in our new curriculum also. Thank you very much.
Sure. Since the audience is most on computer science, actually, I will give one example of what it can be, and I'm not sure if you are already having it in your examination. For example, you can give a code to the student and say that this code needs to be optimized, and they have to define different ways of doing the same thing. It would be a plain vanilla code. So, so objects and all of these pointers and all of these are plain code. And then you tell the students now whatever you have studied, you have to apply and optimize this code, make it modular. Okay, this is one way. Second way is you say that this code does this. Now I want to do something more in the same code. How you will modify this code to add few more functionalities in the end result. Third is, and that is what we follow when we recruit engineers for us, computer science guys for us. We give them the code. Of course, there's a personal interview and all, but we ask them to sit on the front of the machine and then do it. The third is we give them a code which has a lot of words. You induce the person, say that you have 5 minutes, solve all the bugs and make it for free. That is where you will really help or assess as he understood the thing, as he internalized whatever learnings. When you have a vanilla code and if you want to do a modular code, unless he has done hands-on activities, exercises during the semester, he will not be able to do. So this is a few examples from the mechanical engineering aspect. What we can say that okay, for example, this is the water bottle, and now I want to fit something in the cap. To do something, let us say I want to purify the water, and I want to fit those devices in the cap, modify the cap design, and show it on the design software. Okay. Nowhere you will find answer to this textbook. You want to change the shape now. This is the shape. You say that I want to make a shape like this. You make the shape keeping the quantity of water same and weight of the new water less than this. Use such parameters and let student work. And yeah, I'm very happy when I was in IIT Madras way back in 82, 84. Many of our professors used to give not just open book test, they will just give a test and say that whenever you complete, you come and submit. It takes 3 days, 5 days, 10 days, 15 days, no matter. If you are able to complete it, you get 10 marks, 5 marks, whatever. And if I see something spark in this, I will give you more marks. And it used to be very difficult to complete this. Okay, so that is where the change in the assessment system should bring in. Even if you have a theory exam, put some portion that okay, my theory exam is 70 marks or whatever is there. Now I will make it 50 marks only, and 20 marks I will design some such test which they will have to do and do nothing. So there are ways to little more insight as a professor or as a what can be done to really test whether he has understood or not. And mind you, the student who is not sharp in the theory, he may not score the 100 out of 100. He will want to not do this kind of things. So that these are some of the things. And that is where I am appealing that take that hard step. You may face a lot of challenges to get it approved by the management. But that is needed.
Anyone else with any questions? Is anyone with any questions?
Okay, so thank you very much. I really enjoyed doing this session. Thank you. So really the session was a very beautiful session and sir has given us good insights about NEP 2020 and what is the role of a teacher in NEP 2020 and how support is required from industry and industrial person to work out with this NEP 2020 guideline. So from Department of Computer Engineering, I would like to thank sir for giving us good insights and taking his valuable time to come over here and to guide our participants and faculty members in the department and other. So thank you very much, sir, for coming over here. We'll have a group photo with sir, and the next session will start in 5 minutes. All participants come on stage. We can have a group photo.
Yes, sir.